Welcome back to another breakdown video where I can just come across random videos online, mainly on Twitter, and I just take them and I break them down in the best way that I do. In these videos, I will be stopping and going, meaning I'm going to be pausing and playing the video while giving my commentary throughout. So, I'm recording this on March 12th, 2023, and I kid you not, it is 7:12 p.m. It's a little over an hour after I did the video involving the person who was a trans man who goes by the name of Prince Dimitri, where they were talking about how trans women in Hall T need to stop playing or trying to erase natural born women. And pretty much everything that they said in that video, I and many others have said over time. And I have said so many times that natural born biologically double X chromosome women have to speak out against this narrative. And lo and behold, this video just kind of fell into my lap because no one tagged me in it. I just came across it from this podcast called Whatever, where you have this guy who asked one question to all of these women. These are all biologically born women right here. He asked them one question, and it was the same question that Ketanji Brown Jackson was asked when she was getting ready to become a Supreme Court justice. And that is, what is a woman? And when I tell you, I don't think I could have ever come across a video until today that gave a worse response than Ketanji did. Here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video, pause in between and give my commentary here and there because it is a 2-minute and 13-second video, and you're going to listen to what these women say. And this is exactly why I made the thumbnail of why I made it the way I did.
So what, I guess my question is, you said that they're both women, right? So what is a woman?
A woman.
Now, they're saying both of them is a woman, so this is a conversation that's already been going on. So the topic of a trans woman and an actual natural-born woman has already been brought up, which is why he started the conversation the way that he did, or at least that's why the video started where it is.
Is anyone who wants to identify as one?
A cat is a cat because they are a cat. That's not like...
I feel like
this isn't a gotcha. It's just a genuine question.
I feel
What
like
is a
some
woman?
people
Hold
are-
on. Hold on. Go ahead.
I didn't have anything to say yet.
Now listen to this. He just asked a simple question. What is a woman? These are all double X chromosome women. They were born female. They were raised as little girls, grew up to be women. They have the inner workings of that of a woman. They can, they menstruate. They can give birth. They can breastfeed. Everything that a woman can do. He asked, what is a woman? She said, I cannot answer that question. And I'm going to go back to what this one right here said, because you might have missed it because it happened so fast. But she says, I think he asked the question too, what is a woman? He said, anyone that wants to identify as a woman. I'm like, oh my God. That's why I put that picture up of Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost when she said, Molly, you in danger, girl. Because ladies, y'all are in danger. Look at the responses that so far, we are only 25 seconds in. I don't even know what the rest of this is going to say because I have not even watched this whole video yet before I even press the record button. Now look at these women right here. These are it's a mirror. It looks like a south of the Borderian. I see an Asian woman in here. It might be some exotic type of women in there. It's not one black woman there. So I'm curious to know what besides Ketanji Brown Jackson. I want to see him ask these same questions to a black woman or to a panel of black women and see what those responses are.
But what is a woman?
A person?
What? He said, what is a woman? She said, a person. First off, let's pay attention to the tone in what she said. She sounds scared when she said a person. Like she was timid to even say that. No, that's a very politically correct response. A person? A man is a person. A boy is a person. A little girl is a person. Anyone who is walking with 2 legs, has 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, anyone who's qualified to be a human being can be labeled a person. Even those who are in Hall T can be persons. But he didn't ask that. He said, what is a woman? He said, and she said, a person. Yo, I think we are living between the Twilight Zone and the sacred timeline that has split off into different branches in the MCU. They are legit. It's not like they're legit scared to answer a basic question. How is it that I, a man who was biologically born male, could answer this question better than them? If someone was to ask me, what is a woman? I could say a woman is an individual who has the double X chromosome. She can give birth. She can breastfeed. She menstruates. Basically the complete and polar opposite of a man. That's a very basic answer, but it's the right one. And they are scared to death to answer that question. And this is a group of women. This isn't just one woman like it was with Ketanji. This is a group of women that are scared to say what a woman is. You could easily say, what is a woman? I'm a woman, which you are. That's another very easy response. They are scared to even identify themselves as real women. It's the craziest thing to me. Let's get back into it.
No, but what is the definition of what is a woman?
I don't know. I'm confused now.
Oh my God. Are y'all serious? What? He just asked, what is a woman? What is the definition of a woman? And they said, I don't know. I'm confused. Like I said, you could say I'm a woman. Hello? Is this thing on? And why is she looking at her watch like she got somewhere to be?
I understand what your argument is. If I come out and I say a woman is someone who was born biologically a woman, I understand that that's where you're coming from. And
Exactly. That's all you had to say. That's the answer. That's one of them. But that's a good answer. A woman is someone who's biologically born a woman. XX chromosome. There you go. What's so hard about that? This is not rocket science. If y'all want to know how a lot of these Hall T individuals, preferably the trans woman, is able to invade women's spaces, look at these airheads right here. That is how they are able to invade those spaces. Someone needs to pull them to the side and be like, knock it off. What's wrong with you? How is it that I am a man, been male for 33 years and counting, more upset about this and more just completely confused by this than they are? And the thing is, they are acting so nonchalant about this. Y'all, we are in some spooky times when asking a question like, what is a woman, and to define a woman, and real women can't even give a response to that.
agree everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's a fact. What you just said is a fact. It's not an opinion.
But I personally, as an individual, respect trans people. I
Sure.
respect trans women. So I'm not going to come on here and invalidate them by...
It's not about respect or disrespect. It's about facts. It's about biological science. See, the thing is, they care too much. They care too much about what they think. And I don't know why, because they're trying to replace you. In the way that these women are talking, if the fate of womanhood was left up to these women right here, women would be extinct. No more women would exist. I bet you if it was a woman asking this question to a panel full of men and they asked them to define a man, every last one of them men could give a definition of what a man is, and every last definition would be different, and all of them will be factually based. Notice again, speaking of that, why they never have panels of a woman asking a man that, because a man has some common freaking sense to know the response to that question. He doesn't need to be asked. The fact that they have to put these grown women up here to ask them this basic question and they give these type of responses is a shame. They grew up all their lives being little girls, well, not little girl all their life, but they grew up, raised little girls, became teenage girls, became young adults, and I don't know how old these women are, 20s, 30s at the most. And now you have hit a mental block of what a woman is. Wow.
Saying that. I understand completely where you're coming from, but just from my personal preference, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Answering the question.
She doesn't feel comfortable answering the question because she doesn't want to offend Hall T. And that is exactly why Hall T is stepping all around, well, all over you, not even around. They have to step on you first to get to the other side.
Question. Okay. No, hey, that's okay. What about you?
And this one right here, she keep looking at her watch. She looking over at the side like someone's holding her hostage or something like that. Like, you better not answer that question correctly. Don't you answer that question correctly? You better give the most roundabout, off the wall response. That's what it looks like to me when I look at this one in particular.
I'm just not really interested in having this conversation about trans people anymore because you seem very clearly committed to misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for making these extracurricular sound effects, but I'm getting my head hurts, y'all. My head hurts. I cannot believe what I am listening to. Listen, y'all, I am so sorry that I am subjecting y'all to this, but y'all have to see this. Y'all have to see this. Y'all have to be aware of what people are putting out here. This is absolute insanity. We keep telling these women that they need to call out this behavior and that they are trying to erase you. But you have these, how many of it is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far, we've heard from 1, 2, 3, 4 blockheads defending Hall T and not knowing the definition of what a woman is, even though they are women themselves.
Well, I am trying to understand. I'm just trying to get people's perspective. So what is a woman?
I'm gonna say what she said. I don't feel comfortable.
What? 5 blockheads. 6 blockheads.
Like, this is.
I just feel like that's like not. I don't know. I feel like there's a better question that could be asked in this situation.
7 blockheads. And what do you mean a better question? He just asked the question of what the definition of a woman is. This man looks as over it as I am. This man is like, what is this really happening right now? It's gotten to the point where now they're giving men content to go in on women on. Women, if as a collective, if this was the collective, would become the laughing, women in America, I don't know about over anywhere else, but women in America would become the laughing stock of women across the world. A bummy woman knows the definition of a woman. They are sitting up there being as politically correct as they possibly can. I cannot deal with this. I cannot.
We all respect the trans community.
It's not about if you respect or don't respect them. He's not asking you if you respect or not respect the trans community. He asked you, what is the definition of a woman? That is crazy to me. See, it keeps going back to them not wanting to disrespect or offend the trans community. How much? See, remember when I told y'all that they have more power than we thought? This is what I'm talking about right here. I've always told y'all mental enslavement is worse than the physical. These women, are they under a spell? Did someone wave a wand and just tell them to all say the same type of thing? Because that's the vibe that I'm getting right now from these three, well, not three, but these dummies. And speaking of dummies, I think this one right here is a dog. I think that's a dog. I don't think that's a real a woman.
Enough in like invalidating that, like telling they believe that they are a woman or they're a man, transgender, whatever, and invalidating that is that's not our position. It's not our place to say what they can and can't be.
Meanwhile, they out here telling people that they are women. And you want to know what's so crazy? I bet you every last one of them idiots will be online somewhere and saying trans women are women. But they're sitting up here right now on this podcast, and this man asked a simple question: what is a woman? What is the definition of woman? And they can't even define it. But they'll be quick to say a trans woman is a woman. I bet you any amount of money that's what they're saying.
Allie, what is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult human female.
Thank you. There's somebody out there who has their heads on straight. She says a woman is an adult female. But let me see what else she says. I hope I didn't celebrate too early.
Same thing, like a man is an adult human male. XX chromosomes, that means you're a woman. There are people that are born intersex. They're an incredible minority. And, you know, men are humans who have XY chromosomes.
Oh. Listen, if I had the soundbite of the round of applause, this one right here. Hold on, y'all.
They're an incredible minority.
This one right here would get this one deserves a standing ovation. I can't believe that we spent, 17 minutes and counting, going around this table to find what a woman is, to get to the last one right here who has some sense to tell us exactly what I said in the beginning or throughout the video. She says a female or a woman is an adult female. A man is an adult male. A female has the XX chromosome and the man has the XY chromosome. She didn't even have to say anything else after that, but she threw some other stuff in there as well that I didn't even disagree with. But that's it. That is it. Like I said, if the state of womanhood was left in the hands of all the other women that responded before her, women was in America at least would cease to exist. Oh my God, this is absolutely, I can't believe that we spent almost 20 minutes on a almost 2.5 minute video to get the proper and correct response. I bet you a lot of these women probably have haughty friends, but even with that, you're still being disingenuous. You're being very dishonest. They are lying. They are sitting up on this podcast at this table lying to us and, more importantly, to themselves. These are the kind of women I hope don't have children. Just become a cat lady and live out the rest of your life alone, because I don't see how any man could deal with that. Men, fellas, if you have a girlfriend or, God forbid, a wife that has the mindset like them, you need to reevaluate that entire relationship, because that thing is doomed for failure. That is just absolutely crazy to me, what I just had to subject not only myself, but my audience to for the last almost 20 minutes. But thank God, a beacon of light just shined right through with this one right here, who answered the question the exact way. And I wonder, and I'm thinking, because I think he called her by her name, so I think he knows her. And I can tell she was over it too, because I was looking at her facial expressions. So I think these two know each other, and that's why she was able to give a quick response like that. And you can tell all the other ones were being disingenuous, because a lot of them, Unlike her, it took forever to give a response. She came off of it quick with the cuss. He just said, so and so, can you define what a woman is? Yeah, sure. A woman is an adult female, just like a man is an adult male. She has XX chromosome and the man has an XY chromosome. She knew already. So I think these two probably know each other. And he's probably sitting there saying to himself, thank God this is over. This is a whole nightmare in 2.5 minutes. But that's pretty much going to end it right here. I can't. I love doing the breakdown videos because this is where I really give my opinion and take on certain things. And this right here was stressful. I'm sure y'all was stressed out just listening to this. Again, I apologize that I had to subject you to this, but y'all had to see this one.